Hello, squires and updated viewers. Damn it, I need to either make a list or find a better introduction. Speaking of lists, let's talk about the winners of the June giveaway. And the winners are... nobody. Yep, absolutely no one participated. Let's be fair, upon finding it out, I had a solid 5 seconds of bitterness, and then I remembered that most of you that I know are ADHD coded and probably forgot. The others may not have been interested, and that's fine. The main event was the release of Hopful Horizons. Yes, with an S, which I forgot to pronounce not once, but twice in my own content. Fantastic. Let's be honest, I am quite satisfied with the release. The music is incredible, the love in the comments was highly appreciated, and it is now in most of my playlists. Every time that I hear this segment, wow. Anyway, to the update part. I will not upload anything during the month of July, beside the weekly short Saturday mornings, but that doesn't mean I will not work on content. My actual break will be August, but during the month of August, I will reward you with a 4-part miniseries on TTRPGs in general. The point of this series will be to explain step by step how good it is, the lingo, and a few tips and tricks. The targeted audience will be the absolute beginners and neophytes. So, if you have a guardian to convince, a friend to persuade, or a sibling to incite, that might just be what you need. One episode every week between the 5th and the 26th, with an increasing duration, starting at a humble 2 minutes and expanding to a 7 on the last one. I will resume lore videos on September, and before the end of the year, I shall talk about elements such as the Flaming Quills, an order of evil knights who wreaks havoc during the Time of Tears, the Knights of the Lotus, who came to put an end to the chaos sowed by the Flaming Quills, and the connection between the two orders. And yes, I will obviously talk about Knights a lot, since I have some sort of a thing for the archetype. But to mention these two, I will have to talk a little bit about Elderian cosmology and more precisely the journey of a soul in this universe. I am also extremely inclined to talk about a peculiar person roaming the frozen wastes southeast of Jerusalem, but I need to ask permission to someone first. Obviously, a Halloween special for our fellow spooky squires. Finally, there will also be an Everfrost trilogy in November, just like last year. I haven't decided on what, mostly because I may have an idea, but it will require me to collaborate with someone, and I can't say they will be available by then for what I hope. Let's manage expectations. For those of you interested in freebies, here is what is to come with the lore videos. Original subclasses for the Warlock, Barbarian, Paladin, and Fighter. A subclass concept that will require a lot of work. I may not be able to release it before the end of the year because I want it to be perfect. One full campaign setting, NPCs, and items. However, I had an idea for the last two, and I will need your help. I do not have a major platform, and I do not hope to, but I do have the means and will to support actual artists. Remember, clankers are not welcomed, nor people defending them or thinking that they do art. Let's be adults here. So, if you know anyone with open commissions, speaking English or French, and who would be interested, here's the deal. I wish to pay for a commission, have them draw whatever or whoever they want, as long as it can fit in Elderia, a high fantasy setting. It can be weapons, items, monsters, people, I don't care. I will then, monthly, take the time to invent Elderian lore around it, make a stat block for both D&D and Daggerheart, and it will result in a YouTube short presenting the art and the lore. That's right, once a month, my short will not just be a clip from my videos, but actual original content. First one will be in October, and I thought that, to be fair, I'd asked my dear Lazy Bones to open this session. You can lead me to who will give me inspiration for December and the beginning of next year. To the comments, squires. It was the Knight from Elderia, and yet I smile.
And yet I smile.